Buy it cheap and safe NBA 2K22 MAT at NBA2King.com. You can use code Excapar, that's EXCAPAR, for 5% off your entire purchase. Alright everybody, we are back with another video, and in this one I wanted to cover my top 5 budget cards right now in my team, and I actually structured these so you can make a whole starting lineup or even a bench lineup with these 5 cards and just have an absolutely great time. So if you guys are excited, hit that like button down below, comment what other budget cards you guys are using that I didn't mention. It's because there's actually so many good options. I'm just only covering my personal 5 favorite. As well, I'm thinking of doing a video on some of the best cards to bring over into this new clutch time mode and maybe some strategies. So if you guys want to see a full clutch time breakdown, let me know down in the comments, and I'll start working on it in the coming days. Anyway, without further ado, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into it. So I guess I'll just structure this in like because I actually have all these cards, I'll just start these in like a little budget lineup over here and show you guys why I absolutely love all these cards. And I think if you play your cards right, you could actually get this whole just lineup for maybe like 25k or less, to be honest. So at the point guard, we're going to bring in a amazing Ruby that plays a shooting guard, and it is going to be this Marcus Smart right here. This Marcus Smart, probably my favorite Ruby that I've ever used in my team. Like, this guy is just so good. Like, he's up there with like Ruby Thaddeus Young, who was, I think it was last year, was just an absolute god. Now, with Marcus Smart, the reason I love him, I think he's got jump shot 66. It's just super clean. It's super nice. He's got the shifty dribble style, like quick dribble style, one of the two, but it's nice. And he's just a great card, man. But the reason we love him, 95 defensive overall. It's a 6'3" PG. He is just absolutely amazing. And I don't know why his offense is only an 83, because he's damn good offensively. Like, he has an 88 driving layup. Dude has a 90 mid-range and 3-point shot, and the release is so easy to time. 76 free throw is one of the weak spots. You have to watch that a little bit, but he's got an 80 driving dunk, and if we check out the tendencies, actually has a 85 driving dunk tendency, so he's actually going to dunk a little bit more than you may actually expect a Marcus Smart card to, which is actually really nice. Now, one thing I've noticed with some people is they do say that the ball handle feels a little bit weird on Marcus Smart. I personally haven't run into any problems. I also don't use Marcus Smart as like a, running all the time, doing my full offensive thing. I just kind of like run Marcus Smart as like a secondary ball handler a little bit, just to do his thing. But I guess in this lineup, you would run him a little bit more as primary. But still great. Has a 94 steal, 95 perimeter defense, absolutely insane, and an 80 interior as well. So at 6'3", that really is in a weak spot when he's guarding out the PGs. The only point guard you may run into some trouble with is Penny Hardaway, but Penny Hardaway does something great at defense, so who knows. Rebounding is mad, we don't really care about that, but really great speeds, and the badges are just beautiful. Doesn't have any of them Hall of Fame, minus some boosted up. Yours will only have 36, but I was badging mine up just to badge mine up. I had a lot of the badges, so I just threw them on. But normally comes with 36 badges, but our guy has amazing defense, pickpocket, clamps, interceptor, intimidator. He's got, I think I added posterizer onto him, which is just a great badge to have. I also added post move lockdown, but he comes with, some great things like blinders, chef, things like that. Just super nice card to have out there. He can shoot, he can play make, he can play defense. He's just a great PG. Our shooting guard is going to be one where I'm not really going to be pushing the issue as much. Now, if you were somebody that ended up getting this free Donovan Mitchell or this free Amethyst Harden, I would highly recommend you guys put either of those guys in because they're absolutely amazing. Donovan Mitchell was a locker code, which is why I have him original ownered, and then James Harden you got back in season 1. But the point guard that I'm going to be shouting out is one that's mainly going to be defensive heavy. Also, if you want to be using this Rashawn Stevenson, he's also great if you got up there. And it is going to be a Ruby that's actually a small forward, and it's MATISSE THYBULLE. This MATISSE THYBULLE is honestly the best defender that I have used at a guard position other than Gary Payton. It is insane. Like, MATISSE THYBULLE, yeah, he's got a 78 offense, but he's got a 6'5" height with 94 defense, and he is crazy. The reason I love MATISSE, 80 driving layup, has an 86 3-point shot, 72 mid-range, has jump shot 20, which is super easy to time, 78 free throw, 75 driving dunk, so we still got it there. He can do a little bit of something with the ball in his hands, but 84 block, 97 steal, 92 perimeter defense, 86 is in the speed, and we have 26 badges. I haven't badged up this MATISSE at all, I don't think. With catch and shoot, he's got glue hands, pickpocket, pick dodger, clamps, chase down artist, interceptor, intimidator, pogo stick, post move, lockdown, silvery, finisher, set, shooter, hot zone hunter, menace, like silver, downhill, quick first step, needle threader, bullet passer. Like, this guy is absolutely insane. That usually what I do is I'll take MATISSE, put him on to the point guard, and then I'll take MATISSE and actually guard him myself and just use him to bump through the screen, stuff like that. And that gold menace pops up all the time, disrupts so many shots, and he gets so many chase down blocks. Just all around such a fun card to have. And I think Marcus Smart actually may be the most expensive card in this lineup. Anyway, our small forward, again, if you have any like free cards you guys can mix in there, you guys can do what you want. But my pick, like, you know, if you already have Sadiq Bey, love Sadiq Bey. But my pick is going to be Amethyst Mikal Bridges. I actually got this hollow for 5K MT, kind of cool. Now, Mikal Bridges is 86 offense, 94 defensive overall. He is 6'6", which is just amazing. And if you look at our card, he is an 84 driving layup, an 86 mid-range, an 89 3-point shot, an 80 driving dunk, 82 free throw. Like, that is just all around amazing. Then when it comes to our playmaking, he's still got a little bit of that, which is amazing. 94 steal, 90 perimeter defense, and a 69 interior. And while that may not be the most amazing, the guy's 6'6" and has a 7'2" wingspan. Like, that is insane. He has a 90 speed, 86 speed with ball, and a 90 acceleration. When it comes to our guy's tendencies, he's an 85 in the driving dunk, and he dunks like crazy with that long wingspan. And then when it comes to defense, Mikal Bridges actually has an 85 block shot tendency with that 7'2" wingspan, which is kind of crazy, and that 70 pass interception. Now, it may be a little bit low to you, but I personally also like to off-ball with this Mikal Bridges a little bit, try to bait out more like double screens using that Hall of Fame interceptor. He is absolutely insane. I was doing some practice games yesterday against one of my friends, just trying to warm up, do some things, and the amount of steals that this Hall of Fame interceptor Mikal Bridges gets is just absolutely crazy. You could be all the way down to the paint, and they're passing it to the three-point line, and you still have a chance of stealing that because this Mikal Bridges has such a long wingspan, and the Hall of Fame interceptor is just insane. One of the best badges just in the game, period. Then on top of that, the guy can just shoot. I mean, he's got, you know, catch and shoot, glue hands, pickpocket, pick dodger, you know, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, posterizer, you know, post move lockdown, blinders even, slithery finisher. Look, the guy is just an absolute demon. Menace as well, so when you're actually using Bridges like I do on ball, Menace is just crazy, downhill, quick first step, and all that wonderful stuff. The reason I love Mikal is because he's just like that perfect, you know, small forward where you don't really have to use him too much, and he just kind of can find his way into the offense, and really is a good defender because you can use him as an off-ball defender, you can use him as an on-ball defender. Really, the only guys that he can't guard are centers. I've had this Mikal Bridges get plenty of blocks on power forwards, stuff like that are like below 6'10". It's crazy what this guy can do, and I again picked mine up for like 5K, but I think he's kind of creeping up just a little bit. Our power forward is one that I think everybody should be expecting at this time. Now, again, if you have cards you can sneak in, absolutely amazing. If you're on a little bit less of a budget and you have a little bit more MT, I highly recommend grabbing an Aaron Gordon to play your power forward. This guy is so much fun. If you have Paul Silas, find him away into the squad. If you love using Robert Covington, definitely still an amazing card. But my personal pick for the power forward is this Sapphire Jonathan Isaac. I picked mine up for 1.5K MT, which is amazing for what this card can do. He's got jump shot 70 on the quick timing, so this guy literally can just shoot it with the best of them, and he's 6'11". The guy has a pretty mediocre post game, but an 83 driving layup, an 82 mid range, an 84 3-point shot, which is amazing when you consider the fact that his jumper is like lightning fast. Jump shot 70 is actually one of the faster jumpers. And then has an 85 driving dunk, and while being 6'11", he also has a 7'2" wingspan. Kind of crazy that Isaac is 6'11" and has the same wingspan as Bridges, who's 6'6". But 83 driving ball handle, so he can actually do a little bit there. Has a 93 block with that 7'2" wingspan, 6'11" height. It is crazy. 84 block, 85 perimeter, 80 interior. Just an absolute lockdown defender. I put this Sapphire Isaac on Pink Diamond KD and just shut everything down. It is crazy. Has really good athleticism, so he's good for speed as a 6'11" guy, and then has a lot of gold badges. Normally, yours is going to come with 27, but I've added 2 onto mine just because I could. So, you know, there's that. Like, I think his pro touch is normally silver, and I think I put it to gold or something like that. But, you know, catch and shoot, acrobat, brick wall is one of the badges that I added because he didn't have it, and I highly recommend adding that one. But you'll see his defense: pickpocket, pick dodger, chase on artist, clamps, defensive leader, interceptor, intimidator, comes with posterizer, pogo stick, post move lockdown, slithery, downhill, quick first step, set shooter, ankle braces, menace, ball stripper. Like, our guy is just an absolute beast, and apparently I actually boosted up his slithery finisher up to gold. So that's the only badge other than brick wall that I added onto this Jonathan Isaac, and he's a beast. So yeah, if you're going to run at the power forward, I highly recommend add a rim protector to him, bring it up to gold, put on a brick wall to him, bring it up to gold, and this guy is going to be a seriously high tier Sapphire power forward. And I think I was going to show you guys the drive, I tried to back out, that I run this Jonathan Isaac as my starting power forward still. Kind of crazy. Actually, other than Aaron, now that Aaron Gordon's here, I run his backup, but you know, until then. And then at the center position, this one is pretty easy. I think everybody kind of knows about this card at this point because he is an absolute god. And it's our guy Wong Chi-Shi. He is just insane. Jump shot 28 on a 7-foot center is just a glitch. Like, our man can shoot the 3-ball, he can play in the post, has an 87 hook, has a 73 driving layup, which is kind of a weak spot, but 88 mid-range, 89 3-point shot, jump shot 28, it's super quick, it's super money for a guy that's 7 foot, 80 free throw, has an 80 standing, 75 driving dunk, so his offensive game is just all around great. Can play make it a little bit, but nothing crazy. Has an 83 block, 84 interior defense, and again, this guy is 7 feet tall, so an 83 block will be better, and he's got a 7'4" wingspan, which is awesome. Has really good rebounding, good speed for a guy that's going to be playing our center position, and is 7 foot, and then has 20 gold badges and 8 silver. Haven't added anything to this, so everything that you see is already on Wong himself. This guy is just, he is so good, man. He plays great defense in the paint. He has a gold blinder, so he can still shoot it really well. Also comes with silver limitless spot up, which we'll see in a second, and gold sniper, which is just crazy. And which is actually kind of unreal, is our 7-foot center has rim protector, interceptor, intimidator, pogo stick, rise up, limitless spot up, and quick first step on him. Silver quick first step on a 7-footer. Like, at this point in the year, this is just crazy. This guy is seriously one of the just best centers that you could possibly have in the game. I think he is so fun, just so good to run in general. Just to show you, I think this is like the top tier lineup that I run. I had for a while, I've been mixing out with some lineups, but for a while, this is actually what my starting lineup looked like. I had Jonathan Isaac in there. And then we had the Ruby Wong Chi actually coming off on the bench like this. And this was the lineup that I ran for so long because this guy is just an absolute demon. And it was such a fun lineup. You can see I actually have all 5 of these guys at some point were in my lineup with Jonathan Isaac, Mikal Bridges, MATISSE, THYBULLE, Marcus Smart, because they're just that good. They're super fun and they're super cheap. So why pick up a more expensive card? Yeah, the lineup was a little bit different because I had Leonis in here, but I've sold them. I've got rid of them. But it's a fun time. These guys are absolutely amazing. You can just make a good, starting lineup just like this, and then fill out whoever you need. So let me know what you guys think about it. Again, if there's any budget cards that I didn't cover that you guys think are absolute beast and you really wanted it to be shout out, let me know them down in the comment section below, or maybe I just haven't tried them and I need to down there. Those little guys like Eddie Jones, it could be fun. Subscribe if you guys are new, like button, all that wonderful stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.